Hey all, Chris Bassett here, and I'm going to show you how to build a custom Adirondack chair. Let's get into it. Let me start off by saying that I had a couple of scrap pieces of wood in the garage, so this isn't exactly like the tutorial, but the math and the plans still work really well. So since this is a custom chair, I would start off by measuring the distance between your foot, the bottom of your foot, and the inside of your knee. That way when you sit down, it's a comfortable fit. You're basically going to need two measurements for this. The inside of my leg was approximately 19 and a half inches. So you take that number, divide it by 0.6, and that gets you 32.5, which would be the other measurement for the shape of the chair. The 19.5 determines the height and the width of the chair, and the 32.5 is your armrests and your back length. I'm using 2x4s as the base structure for this chair, so go ahead and measure and cut 5 pieces at 19 and a half and 6 pieces at 32 and a half. Those numbers could be different if you're taller or shorter or larger than me. So yeah, whatever your custom measurements are, go ahead and mark it out and then cut it. These 11 pieces make up the frame of the chair. You will still have to cut a few more pieces for like the seat and the backrest, but I'm going to wait until I assemble the chair. That way I can get a better measurement on my cuts. I think the seat measurements were like 22 inches. Two of the longer pieces, the legs, need to have a 20-degree angle cut. These bottom legs are going to create the seat of the chair, and the 20 degrees allows it to butt up flush. I used my speed square to mark out the 20-degree cut, and then I was going to rip those off. So this is going to be the front of the chair and the arms, and then the legs that create the seat with the 20-degree cut. Just position your shorter lengths, mine are the 19 and a half, towards the front. Your arm rests, your 32s on top, and then your legs underneath with the 20-degree. It may be kind of hard to tell, but the armrest and the 19 and a half are vertical. They're standing straight up, while the leg is laying flat. Also, you want to make sure you square everything up before assembly. Since I'm using 2x4s, I'd recommend a 3-inch decking screw. And then I would definitely pre-drill all the holes, just make it that much easier on yourself. I'll be placing 2 screws equally spaced in each location. So 2 in the side, equal distance, and then 2 in the top, equal distance, centered. I think I use approximately 30 screws on this project. My garage floor is pretty level, so it's a decent surface to work on. If you don't have a level area, good luck. And then here I'm just showing it's approximately 1'1" from the base to the bottom of the leg. Now it's time to assemble what would be the width of the chair. I'm also using 19 and a halves for that. So if you did want a wider chair, obviously, those 2 of the 19.5s would be replaced with a wider measurement. So here I'm just standing up the legs, and then that way I can position the 19.5 in the back, throw the screws in that, and then the remaining piece will go underneath the leg. So you can see there's the back piece there. And then the front brace will get connected to the 20-degree legs. It can be helpful if you have an assistant to hold things in place while you're pre-drilling and screwing, but it's not necessary. I did this all alone. So here's what it looks like after you've assembled the base frame. While most of the screws are inserted square to the frame, the screws that go in the very back you may need to angle in through the wood. A pocket hole jig could be very useful. I'll put links in the description to some of the tools that I used, so if you want to help support the channel, use those links at no cost to you. I appreciate it. Thanks. Next is time to start measuring the seat dimensions. So measure the distance between the legs. Mine was approximately 22 and a half. That way the boards will sit on top of the legs. Then cut yourself a few boards, enough to go approximately 20 inches deep. So here I've got 22 inches wide, and then I want a seat area that's about the same, so 22 inches. If you're using 2x4s, you'll need about 5 pieces. Screw everything down. Now with the seat finished, go ahead and use your remaining 32.5 as your back piece. Use a 19.5 to prop up the back so it stays square, and then you'll want to screw the back supports into the seat. Remember, 2 screws per joint and then equally spaced and centered. You'll also be screwing the back supports into the upper support. Once that's solid, you can take out the 19.5 that's resting as a square and then screw it into the back of the back supports. Just adds some extra security and stability. All that's left now is to finish out the back. Throw in a couple of pieces. I used a couple of 2x6s, and then I sanded everything down and then stained it with some decking stain. So here's the quantity of the lumber I used. I used some 2x4s and 2x6s. Check out this other video right here. Links in the description, so save some cash, help out the channel. If you have any questions, put it down in the comments. If this was helpful, hit the like button. Thanks.